Good morning, America. My name is Sophia Gomez here on Channel 9 News. Today we'll be discussing one of the main controversies of the Vietnam War, which is the draft. We will be covering the draftees and anybody affected by this war. Today, nothing occupies the minds of our young men more than the draft. These young men have their whole life ahead of them and are now faced with the decision of taking up the draft notice or running away. Even though a lot of men have volunteered to be in the military, most of our men are being drafted. We will now go live to Christy Heyman, who has a special interview set up for us with one of the draftees. Christy?
Thank you, Sophia. Hi, I'm Christy Heyman, and I'm here at the National Military Training Camp with Jaden Jolly, who has just received his draft notice. Jaden, tell us how you feel.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I miss you guys already. I was shocked that my number was called, but I know I have to go serve my country. It's my duty to protect our nation and my family. I'm doing everything I possibly can to keep our country safe.
What was your life like before you came to training camp?
Well, I was a regular American teenager. I lived in Phoenix, Arizona, and I just graduated high school. I got a scholarship to U of A for baseball, and I have a girlfriend that is worried sick about me going to Vietnam. But I'm doing my best to convince her I will be okay. My little sister and I are very close, and she doesn't believe that I'm leaving. Either do my mom and dad. But I'm convincing her that I'll be safe and home soon enough, but I'm also trying to just convince myself.
Thank you, Jaden. We wish you the best of luck in Vietnam. You and all of the other soldiers will be in our thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.
One can only imagine how much these young men have given up to fight for our country. They've definitely earned my respect and hopefully yours too. Back to you, Sophia.
Wow, what a touching story. Next, we're going live to Canada, where Danielle Mayros has caught up with a kid from a small town in New Jersey who ran away from the draft. Danielle?
Thanks, Sophia. Hi, I'm Danielle, and I'm here in Canada with Emmett Craig, who has come all the way from New Jersey to run away from the draft. We are here to ask him a few questions. What made you choose to run away from the draft?
Well, I don't like war, and I don't want to fight for something I don't believe in.
That's a good reason. Can you elaborate on that?
Well, I don't think America has any reason to be fighting in Vietnam, and soldiers, when you're drafted into the war, there's a good chance you're going to die, and I don't think people should die for something that they don't believe in.
That's a pretty valid reason, Emmett. What are you going to do now that you've escaped the draft?
Well, I found a pretty steady job, and I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to support myself and maybe go to college in the fall. These are things that I wasn't able to do in America, and so fleeing to Canada and living my life, that's really my only option.
And there you have it. Back to you, Sophia.
Alright, hopefully we did not get you in much trouble by doing this interview, Emmett. Throughout the last couple of weeks, we had numerous of videos sent to our studio, and now we would like to share some of those videos with our viewers.
My name is Gail Shank, and I'm a field triage nurse with MASH Unit Bravo Charlie. I'm stationed in a MASH unit on the outskirts of Da Nang, close to the Ho Chi Minh Trail. You can see in the background my MASH unit. We're not real busy right now. Probably within the next hour we'll start seeing helicopter flights coming in with injured soldiers, injured and dying soldiers. I was one of the few that actually enlisted as a Navy nurse. I took a lot of heat from my friends and family. They said, "How could you enlist in such an ugly, horrible war?" And my response was, I was needed here. And as much as I hate this war, as much as you do, this is where I have to be. Every day we see death and dying. Every day I do my very best to patch soldiers back together, to get them back out in the field. I'd like our president to be here, and I'd like our president to see what I see every day. I want to send a message to President Johnson. President Johnson, stop this war. Bring our soldiers home. Stop this war. Bring our soldiers home. Enough is enough. In the meantime, I will stay here. I will do my job. I have just finished my second tour of duty, and I'm signing on for a third. I hope this war never happens again. I can hear helicopters. I need to get back to work.
Good afternoon. I'm David Wright, professor at Stanford University. I teach. I spend my life with young Americans of draft age. I want to make it abundantly clear that from this moment forward, I will use my classroom to help young men to avoid the draft. I will aid and abet all students who declare their moral conviction to end all war and not fight in Vietnam. I understand that I am committing a crime. The Military Selective Service Act of 1967 provides a fine of up to $10,000 and/or imprisonment for up to 5 years in jail for someone who helps others evade the draft. But my conscience will not permit me to do otherwise. I will do this until I am arrested, because I cannot sit idly by and allow these young men to pay with their lives for the initial bumbling and now deliberate folly of our national leaders. Mr. President, end this war now.
And there you have it.
That concludes tonight's special
On the Vietnam draft,
Join us next time
when we give you
the latest update.
on life.
This is Danielle Mayrose
And Christy Hamons
signing off.
from Channel 8 News.
See you next time.